Hi frolicking friends, and welcome back to my channel for this brand new episode of my Sims in Bloom challenge. Last episode things got a little wild as Daisy Mae found out that possibly she shares a father with none other than August and Paisley, which is a little crazy. She may have almost kind of sort of maybe been kissing her brother without knowing it. Luckily they haven't, progressed too far in their romantic relationship. It's just been some very flirtiness, a little bit of hugging and but nothing too crazy. Yeah, so we have some crazy things to explore this episode. And I did notice that August actually is walking on up to our house. So apparently he has come on over. I guess we should... Oh, and he's doing push-ups. Of course he is. We haven't really told him yet what we found out from his father, that his father might be our father. So we'll see how that whole thing plays off. Oh, and there's the other Dreamcatcher. Oh, good. I'm glad your date went well. So, the other thing that I kind of want to maybe think about doing on this episode is, kind of revamping the house a little bit. I feel like she, has a little bit of money in her bank account now, and it'd be nice to maybe decorate it, make it look a little bit more like something she would enjoy. Yeah, so some fun things coming this episode. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get them to stop chatting here. And if you remember right, we got our mom's phone number from Hayden. So this is Marielle, and she's maybe possibly our mom. And anyone who hasn't watched all the episodes, Daisy here is suffering from amnesia after getting into a bad accident. And so she found this ranch, a postcard of this ranch on her, and that was kind of her only clue. And so, this is kind of a big development, someone who may actually know who she is. So I feel like let's go ahead and call her and just, kind of introduce herself and be like, hi, you don't happen to have a daughter named Daisy Mae, do you? 'Cause that's me, but I don't remember anything. Are you my mommy? So, yeah, we will... I'm hoping that we can, maybe meet up with her. I don't really want to invite her to our current lot. It'd be nice to, have confirmation that she's our mom first, but I don't see an option to, invite her out. So I think I will go ahead and invite her to the current lot as just an alternative. But I feel like that is her mom, and I feel like Marielle would be like, oh my gosh, I was so worried about you. I'm so glad that you're safe. I'm coming. Where are you? And so she'll come over and they can have a chat. But I kind of want to send August home just because I feel like this is kind of more of a private matter that she'd want to discuss with her mom first without him here, and then she can deal with him later. So let's go ahead and I guess we can hug lovingly. I feel like more so her mom would want to hug her. Isn't her mom so cute? She's adorable. I feel like seeing them together, there's no denying. They're definitely related. That's her mom. They look so much alike. I feel like let's have a deep conversation and be like, I don't understand what happened to me. Do you know what happened? And I feel like Marielle, would be honest with her daughter. Yeah, she can like affection. But I almost feel like they would want to go have this conversation, I don't know, over drinks or something. So let's see if we can find them somewhere to go out. Yeah, let's go to the Oak Barrel. So I'm just getting Daisy to go ahead and grab a drink, and they'll continue this conversation. Oh, it looks like Paisley is here. Yeah, so she found her mom. Oh, Paisley's here. Of course, it's such a small town. Hi, Paisley. I know we're, good friends and all, but this is kind of a private matter. Maybe we can go sit somewhere more like here. This looks like a private, intimate little place. Let's go ahead and sit together. So I feel like, they have come out here together so they can kind of sit down and have more of a chat. And I feel like Marielle would be like, you seem very unhappy with the direction of your life right before all this happened. You kind of were a little sporadic there. You quit your job in the business career, and you had, were talking and wanting to try to find your biological father, and you were just kind of going a little crazy. I was definitely worried about you, and then you took off, and I hadn't heard from you, and I was worried sick, but, clearly you must have gotten a new cell phone. And she's like, yeah, the one that I had was like, destroyed in the accident and the wreck, and so I didn't really have any way of contacting anyone I knew, and all I had was the postcard of the ranch here, and so that's kind of where and how I ended up here. And I feel like Daisy Mae would be like, speaking of my father, like, Daisy would be like, speaking of all of that, I met the Dreamcatchers. I met August and Paisley, and they've been so excellent. They let me stay in the ranch hand, house that you saw, but I met their father, Hayden Dreamcatcher. He wouldn't happen to be my father, would he, mother? And I feel like Marielle would be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is your father. Like, I got pregnant with you right around the same time that we were together, and I had just left, and, I had just left Chestnut Ridge to go pursue my career. No, I don't really see them being jokesters. And so I didn't really see the point in, trying to get him involved or anything, because he had his life here on the ranch, and I wanted to go explore my dreams. And so, please don't be mad. And anyway, I feel like that's kind of a relief, but also, like, Daisy doesn't really remember her past life, so she's just kind of excited that she's not only discovered one parent, she's discovered this new parent, and apparently now she has some siblings, Paisley and August, and so definitely big news. And I feel like, the next step is, of course, to get everyone together and reveal the big news. But it's getting pretty late now, so I feel like that will have to wait for tomorrow. So I say, like, let's say goodbye to our mom. So a funny side note, this knight right here, the gold armor, that's Hayden. Apparently he is here, not that we would know based off of the armor. So, well, apparently she's gonna chat with Mark, a different knight, but we're gonna go ahead and head home. So it's the next morning, and Daisy Mae is all dressed up or dressed down, maybe is the correct word, so she can do some deep cleaning and maybe get the place fixed up a little bit, do a little bit of some touches to make it seem like her place. So we're gonna do some painting, kind of whitewash the place, and maybe even see about getting some of her own furniture in here. So step one was to kind of get all the walls whitewashed. So as you can see, we have some, it just brightens up the place. It looks so much brighter and stuff inside. I'm not loving that the doors and stuff are still brown. I tried turning to white. I'm like, is that realistic? I don't know. So I might leave them for now, and that might be like a future thing where she'll like upgrade the fixtures and stuff. Because obviously outside will eventually need a bit of a facelift, but I'm most concerned about making sure the inside looks nice and clean. So I think the next thing that I want to do is pretty much dump everything that's in here. The only thing is I don't really want to give her any of the money for it, just because I feel like, it really wouldn't be worth much, but we'll see. I'm taking note that I have about $13.26 now, and so if I get too much money for selling all the furniture, then I might go ahead and reduce my funds. Okay, so I got rid of the bulk of the furniture that I really don't want in there. I feel like it may not be realistic to get rid of the cabinets, and as you see, we got quite a bit of money from selling all those things, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce her money down to I'll give her 1,400. I feel like maybe she, you know, sold some of it and got like a little bit of money, but definitely not as much as she actually got. So obviously we need to make sure we get a bed. So let's buy her a bed. That's the most important, and then hopefully get some sofas and stuff too. So let's look at what we have for yellow. So I feel like there's a couple good beds. There's this one that comes with the pack, which I kind of am leaning towards just because it did come with the pack and I've never used it before. Of course, this bed is adorable. One of my favorites for just the overall vibe though, I feel like this is like so perfect. Like it just looks like kind of that, I don't know, country type looking bed, but it's like I feel like that's base game. So then like part of me is like no. This is also another good one from Cottage Living. It gives me similar vibes. That one's not quite as yellow. I have this one that I recolored that's a little bit more yellow, but I think I want to go ahead and do this one because it goes with the pack and I think it looks reasonable. Like I don't think she could go out and afford like a really awesome cute bed, but this one seems like reasonable and cute. So for sofas out here, there's a couple good ones. There's this one. There's this one that comes with the pack, which I feel like totally might be the one, again, because it's from the pack, so it's kind of exciting. The other one that I saw that I was like, oh, that's actually really cute, is this one. So I feel like it's definitely between these two, and they both kind of give a similar vibe. I do love that this one totally looks like something you could get secondhand though, and so we're gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna move this over a little bit, and we're definitely getting low on funds. I'm hoping maybe we can get, I don't know, maybe some sort of a armchair situation going on. Oh, there's the matching one. How much is that? 160. Let's do it. There used to be a third chair in here, but I think that's good. The last thing that I really would like to try to replace, because I think it'll elevate the place, is the curtains. I kind of, at least for in the living room, am kind of liking these ones, although maybe not. That one looks cute, but this one looks funny. So maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I'll just do these ones. There's all of our money gone. Wow, that did not go very far. I feel like I'm gonna put this one in the bedroom for now because that seems more like where you'd want curtains, and we'll work on furnishing the rest. Nice job, Daisy Mae. That was some good hard work. And speaking of hard work, maybe you should go look at some community jobs because I sort of spent all your money. You and Chicory can maybe go. We could do that. Haul neighbors animal cargo. That seems like a decent. Teach Western pleasure. Let's try it. Let's see how we do and see if we can't make some extra money. All right, we just made it back. She earned $270, and then I think it would be nice to get everyone together at the Dreamcatchers Ranch and talk about the big news. So I like to imagine that Daisy's pretty, sweaty and dirty from not only cleaning up the house, but then going and working, a job with Chicory. So I'm going to go ahead and have her take a quick bath before we try to head over to the Dreamcatcher Ranch. All right, so I went ahead and had Marielle and Daisy Mae. Why are you thinking about being pregnant? That's not even possible. We did not, I repeat, we did not woohoo with August. That did not happen. But yeah, so I have these guys here, and I guess I should probably play around with MC Command Center to get it so that she's related to everybody else. So I'll mess around with that, and then we'll go, have a conversation. I feel like it's been a long time since Marielle has seen you know, Hayden, and so that'll be interesting and probably a little awkward because of course he has his new wife, but you know, it's all for Daisy Mae's sake to kind of unite the family a little bit. All right. So I guess we have some news to break to you there, August. A little bit awkward. I'm hoping that Hayden is on his way over. Oh, yep, there he is. And so then we can have him and Marielle have a conversation too about what all this means. So I'm just gonna get Marielle to come over and maybe ask about Tay, like, hey, long time no see. How's it going? And I feel like it'd be kind of awkward. Definitely an awkward situation. But she's chatting away. Okay, I feel like you need to come sit down and be part of this conversation, Daisy Mae. So it's kind of all centered around you anyway. So let's tell a funny story. Like, hey, yeah, you remember how we like kind of used to date? Well, it sounds like maybe you kind of pieced it together, but surprise, we had a daughter together. This is your oldest child, Daisy Mae. Hi. Not to come over and fuck up your shit, but you have a daughter. So yeah, I feel like, you know, it's definitely a little awkward, but he kind of saw it coming. He, of course, didn't necessarily like he kind of already had his suspicions, so it's not that far of a stretch. But that also means that I feel like Daisy Mae needs to kind of, chill things out with her now half-brother. So I'm gonna see if there's a way to, like, if there's a way to, like, ask him to just be friends. But let's be funny for now. Let's just tell a joke about, I don't know, a horse, of course. Like, try to lighten the mood, like, haha, isn't it kind of funny how we were sort of romantically involved? So funny, right? Aren't you so glad that our, you know, dates were fairly PG and nothing too crazy happened? Me too. Yeah, so it turns out that your father is also my father. Maybe we should, not date anymore. Yeah. So I'm just trying to, I think maybe because now we're siblings, we can't do anything flirty, which is good, but also, like, I would love for their little romance bar to go away, maybe, because it's awkward, but then at the same time, it's like, that happened, like, that's forever gonna be a little awkward that they had slight romance going on. And actually, she has a slight romance bar with Paisley that totally popped up in the last episode, and I didn't notice it, so she totally has a baby romance bar with her two siblings. It's so awkward. Yeah, so we definitely, she needs to get back out there in the dating world and hopefully find some non-siblings to flirt with, because that is a rough start to your dating life there, Daisy Mae. So I know that was kind of like a little bit of a awkward dinner conversation between everyone, but it's good to see that everyone's still just chatting. Yeah, so Marielle lives, I can't remember where I put her. I feel like in, I don't know, one of the newer neighborhoods, whether it's the one with from high school years or growing together or whatever that one is. So, you know, I'm sure she'll be around. I feel like Daisy Mae is kind of enjoying the life that she's kind of, you know, accidentally stumbled upon here. So she doesn't plan to, like, move back in with her mom or anything. And she'll continue to hang out here. I think it's just, okay, she's cramping from being on her period. I was like, don't tell me that you, like, snuck away at some point and, like, woohooed or something. Yeah. So yeah, I really would love to find her a potential partner, and it's like I'm torn between making one for her or just like I saw some people like create like a sort of like loves the outdoors club to see like who all could be potential dating partners, because we need to find someone who loves the outdoors for her to date and eventually marry. So yeah, I'm excited for the next steps here in this challenge. I feel like it's been a really slow start, but I really like it when challenges don't feel too rushed and just, you know, you get to kind of play around with some stories and the characters. So I'm just having her tell Paisley a dramatic story, kind of, again, being like, hey, so surprise, we're actually sisters. That's kind of exciting. Yay, sisters, that's fun. I feel like Paisley would be like, I've always wanted a sister, and now I have one. Like, that's even more exciting than a potential romantic interest. So I went ahead and sent Daisy home because it was getting kind of late. It looks like our garden needs a little bit of some love, TLC, and then we will probably send her off to bed. Look at this nice fresh bed that Daisy gets to go ahead and go to sleep in tonight. So Daisy Mae just got back from her job. She did a guided trail ride with Chicory, and that definitely gives us enough money. Oh wow, we have more things to harvest. Oh my gosh, August! No! No! You are officially my half-brother. I cannot go on a date with you. Maybe we really need to get rid of that romance bar. We are not into that incest. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Just friends. Thank you. Did that work? Okay. It still shows the vagueness of a romance bar. That's fine. Oh, and we're being attacked by creepy crawlies. Sorry, girl. All right, level 4 gardening. And no, let's not get some water. Let's get you that nectar maker thingamabobber. There it is. I mean, the white definitely, I like this one. It has both the white and the dark. So let's do this one. And let's maybe put it, I don't know, in this little corner over here because that seems good. Okay, let's see if we can craft some nectar. Let's make some apple nectar. Yay, Daisy Mae, you can finally get into your hobby that you didn't know you, well, I feel like, you know, she just decided that that sounded like fun and she needed a way to make some extra cash, but hopefully she's gonna end up just loving it. And I'm really tired of getting all of the notifications about all this tiny animals / they just like hang out at our house. Like here we have Tin Can back there. I'm assuming it's because like I sometimes control the other Sims to help with my storytelling. Yay! We're finally on our way with our aspiration, level 1 of the nectar making skill. Oh, whoops. That's a mess. That's rough going, girl. But it seems like it's just in your nature to just keep on trucking, even when life is a little bit messy, like it just was with your potential romance situation. Okay, we have acquired our first bottle of apple nectar. That's so exciting. Okay, it's not aged yet. I feel like, can we afford the little rack so that we can age it? We can, barely, but we can. And then I think we can just stick it in there and let it age. That's exciting! Our first little bit of nectar. We have like no money. I feel like maybe you should hold off on showering until we make more nectar. Let's make some grape nectar. But I'm sure watching her squash little grapes with her toesies is super exciting for you guys and all, but I feel like we're gonna go ahead, oops, and end this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're really enjoying this series. To be honest, I feel like I haven't been getting as much comments and love for this series. So if you enjoy it, I would love to just know that, because sometimes it's hard to feel motivated to keep up with the series if it feels like no one's into it. Like, I know I should only enjoy or like do it if I enjoy playing it, which I am, but it definitely helps when you guys also love it. So if you're enjoying this series, please let me know. And yeah, until next time, happy simming!